record on this computer. And we are going to screen share so that you can see the agenda. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Yeah. You want me to say it again? You don't want to hear. Hello, everyone who is online for our recording. This is our TRIO SSS Fall 2022 welcome meeting. And I have just told the most amazing dad joke that no one here found funny, which is both insulting and upsetting for me. I want you to be honest, except for my dad jokes are concerned. And then I want you to tell me that I'm amazing and that they're hilarious. Raymond, I'll tell you later. Okay, so everyone, how are we all doing? Before we really, start and I get into the thick of things, we're going to do a little bit of a check-in. So how are you doing with classes so far? Are there any issues? Is Blackboard not working? Have you been hit with a starfish flag that you don't understand? Or is everybody just going swimmingly and things are working wonderfully?
I think things are fine.
They are fine for now. Do you foresee, so everyone online has also said that they're fine for now. Do you foresee any issues?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Most definitely.
Why? Oh, okay.
It's not, I'm like getting the hang of it a little bit, so we'll just see how it goes. That's why I said maybe.
Okay, they said statistics isn't so hard.
Yeah, you're the best. I like yeah.
Professor Kardosh.
I want to know what is he though? He sounds like, he's from wholesale transfer or something. I got to laugh in class today.
I am unsure, but you can always say where do you originate? What country do you originate from? Just because I think your accent is interesting. I don't think that that's something that's unfair to ask. No, he's not. No, he is not. He is not. I can't believe that we're talking about this, but he is not. Yes. Oh my Lord, you guys. Are we happy to be back now that it looks like we are, all in person? Are most of your classes in person? Are they hybrid? Are they what? Do you like hybrid? Do you like all in person? What's your favorite?
I prefer hybrid.
Why do you prefer hybrid?
Because some days I just don't feel like getting myself up out of bed, and I'd really like to roll over.
I absolutely understand that sometimes you don't want to get out of bed. Neither do I.
Like today.
Yeah. How about those who are in person? Why do you like in-person classes? I am too. I feel like I feed off the energy of students. So I am my class is a hybrid class, and I much more enjoy the interaction that we have through our class time than when we're just annotating and talking together about our writing. So yeah, but there are some days that I would love to just sit there in my pajamas. Maybe I should just go to class in them one day and be like, this is me. So I am still here. I am the director of TRIO Student Support Services. And I don't know if you guys know, but Miss Kelly is not just our office manager. Miss Kelly is now our office manager, and she's an academic coach. So everything, let's give her a round of applause. I crack myself up. I don't even care if you guys find. Actually, the more you hate it, the more I love it. So just continue. No, it would not. But if you huff and puff, I feel very happy. So everything that any academic coach can do, Miss Kelly can also do. So when you need help with things, Miss Kelly, they are all clapping for you online. So anything that has to do with academic tutoring, advising, financial literacy, Miss Kelly can do all of it. She is a jack of all trades. I say knower of all things. A Jacqueline of all trades. What you will notice is that we no longer have Surge with us. So we are right now down to 2 people, but but we are hiring a new senior academic coach and a part-time academic coach. So there will be new faces here and new people, and hopefully that will inject some, I don't know, much needed levity and newness into, yes, additional support into our program. We're really excited to bring on some new people and have everyone who can help. Oh my God, it's trying to tell me that it wants to restart the computer, which is not happening. But actually what I wanted to ask you guys is, we have one student who is on our hiring committee. So student gets to weigh in on it. And I really think that that's important. But what kind of qualities do you see or do you think a coach needs? Yeah. So if you were thinking about hiring an academic coach, what qualities would you want that person to have? Experience, good communication. You want them to be able to know something about stress management and how to teach you stress management?
Well, I guess mostly being able to deal with multiple issues at once.
Oh, so the ability to multitask in a high stress environment.
Yes.
Yes. Anything else you hope to see from this person? Patience. Someone who could be active. I hope you don't mean physically, because
like within like the program.
oh yeah, somebody who would be willing to go on our off-campus events and do some of our things with us. We're going to talk about off-campus events in a second too. Okay. When we have second interviews for a few candidates, would you like to know when those candidates are here so that maybe you can come if you are free and meet those people and weigh in? Yeah. Okay. I think we can absolutely do that, because Ms. Kelly and I can, and the hiring committee, which is some other people who work on campus, we know that some of the things that we want, but we also know that we have different perspectives than students. And sometimes you guys have different vibes, or you connect, or you don't feel a connection with someone. And we want all of your input, because if you don't like that person and you feel like you can't connect and work with that person, we made the wrong decision. So we want everybody's input, and we really do value it. So that's actually a great thing. When we have second interviews, I think we're definitely going to let you guys know so that you can weigh in and maybe even say hello. Okay. We have currently a math tutor. Our math tutor is Maniello. Hi, Maniello. I don't have Maniello's hours offhand, but we can put them up when Maniello is available. He can be available in person here in the lab, or if you'd like to make a Zoom with him, you can even email him and we can set that up, whatever you need. But we are still seeking a natural sciences and maybe a behavioral sciences tutor. So that would be a student who has a 3.0 in their major of either natural sciences or the social and behavioral sciences. That would be the psych or soc. 8 hours a week. And if you know someone who would like to do it, even if they're not in TRIO SSS, we are hiring, and I would love for them to come. Please send them our way in case you know anyone who might be a good tutor. Do you get paid? Of course you get paid. So we pay our students $14. Unfortunately, it is only right now $14 an hour, but it's $1 over the minimum right now. So if we could pay more, we absolutely would. If we could do more hours, we absolutely would. But we're working within the confines of the governmental budget that we have and that the U.S. government has given us. So I mean, you could always write the government and tell them that we deserve way more money. That would be great. We should. Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Hi, Amin. We're starting everything and getting, all of the info going. Oh, we have a few different students who are here.
Great.
It's nice to hear you. Yeah, we're just going over some of the things that we think students need to know. So staff changes, the SBS tutor. We have a tentative workshop and activity schedule. I will post that, and it is here on the agenda. So if you are interested, we are doing a significant amount of financial literacy workshops. That is with PBIF. We are also trying to do some things that we tried to do in the last few years, but didn't get to do. So next month in October, for the first 2 weeks, if you stop by, we're going to do these little welcome, these buddy postcards with Watsessing School. You write like little notes of encouragement for them. The last 3 years have been hard, and then we're going to send them to the students at Watsessing. That's a K-6 school right here in Bloomfield. I think we might also do, Thanksgiving is one of those kind of forgotten holidays, and people will pick up their elderly relatives for, say, Christmas and New Year's, but don't always do it for Thanksgiving. So we're thinking of maybe doing Thanksgiving postcards and sending them to a few of the different assisted living facilities around here. So it's an easy way to be active and participate without, killing yourselves. Let's see. We are doing on Wednesday, the 5th of October, we're doing a graduate school visit to William Patterson University. So if you're interested in graduate school, come with us. We are, I'm not exactly sure how we're getting there yet. We'll figure it out. But we are going to meet with their graduate school admissions, maybe get a tour of their campus and learn a little bit about William Patterson. It was my undergraduate alma mater, but I haven't been there for years. So I have no idea what it looks like now. I'm very interested to see. We are hoping to also partner with the McNair program so that they can also bring us other graduate school visits. This summer, Ms. Kelly took some of our students, both in McNair and TRIO SSS, to Drexel and Temple University, and they had a wonderful time. Yeah, one of our students even went. So they had a wonderful time. They learned a lot about the graduate programs. And one of our students even met up with the chair of the division at the university, and he gave her his email and all of his information, which almost never happens because you're one of all of different students. But if you come with us on our visits, then you might be able to, make some connections with people in higher places. That student also graduated, I just told you today, and she got a full-time job now. She's a bio major and she got a full-time job in a lab. So so she is fully and gainfully employed. So if she wants to, be a donor and give us some money, that would be great. So I will send this out so you guys can see all of the different things that we are doing. One of the things that I thought was that we should talk about is if you can't make a workshop, or if you are busy during that time, or if there's a workshop you wish we had that we don't have, or there's an issue you wish we talked about that we aren't talking about, let us know, because we do the things we think work, but that doesn't mean that you think they work. So if you say, I wish you could put the time management workshop online, we'll take that into account. If you say, I think that we should do something on XYZ, we will take it into account, because if you think you need it to succeed, we will try to get it done here. One of the fun things we do is cultural events. So Ms. Kelly and I were kind of mulling over some things that we can do. Usually we do the cultural events in October. If we have more than one, we'll do more. If we have enough money to do more than one, we will do more than one. Is there anything you guys would be excited to do? We know that there is, let me think, there is Kinky Boots on Broadway. There are some off-Broadway plays, because some of the really expensive ones, like the Aladdins, we can't get tickets to because we can't afford it, but we try. Are you interested in Broadway? Are you interested in a museum? It doesn't necessarily have to be like a, what museum? What? I don't want to know. I know exactly what you're talking about. But there are museums. I mean, there's Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. There's the Spy Museum. There was the Titanic exhibit. I mean, we did the, yeah. Would you be interested in the Titanic exhibit? I didn't. They have a Titanic exhibit that's either out or coming out. They have a King Tut exhibit that's coming out. Yeah, any ideas, or if you have any ideas, we are very open to you sharing them. You want to go to the zoo?
I do want to go.
Actually,
Like,
Bronx Zoo.
Bronx Zoo.
Bronx Zoo is huge.
Yeah.
Turtleback Zoo is close. They have giraffes and everything too.
No, the cat's feeding. That's not Bronx. I was looking it up. I really want to go this weekend. I was gonna go by myself.
Okay, Kiki, but we have to look into going to the zoo. Yeah. No, I'm so excited that you want to go to the zoo. I mean, I think that's awesome. We took students to the zoo a few years before COVID, and they loved it. I haven't been to an aquarium in years. An art museum, there's the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. There's the Museum of Natural History with the planetarium. Does any of this sound like that you would never do? Okay, usually we try to do Friday nights, or if we're going to do something, maybe Saturday afternoons, because that's when students are free. If there are other times you are free, I guess you could let us know and we can see what works within the confines. Oh, so I will tell you, we wanted to have we used to do weekend retreats, and I would love to have a weekend retreat. Right now, we don't have the budget to do a weekend retreat, but that doesn't mean that we can't revisit maybe with REH. There was like a collab that we did with them to see about a weekend retreat, because we had fun. We did a couple houses in the Poconos, and it was one of those houses where it, like it's like a townhouse. So you walk in and there's a living room, a center area, a living room, a kitchen, and then there was a bathroom, a loft upstairs, and then downstairs were 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, and so it could have a bunch of different students, and we did a couple of those and did different things. I would love to have a retreat. We will try to maybe see if we can collaborate and figure that out with someone, because I think it's really important. And when we did retreats that people started meeting, not just us and other students, but others. I mean, they met Miss Quincina, who is the director of financial aid. They met the director of REH, and they got to really see them as human beings and not as just people who, yell at you from across the room. So I would love to. And if we had an unlimited budget right now, we would do it in 2 seconds, but don't think that we don't think about those things. I'm really glad you brought it up. If you think, again, that there's something that you'd like to see, please let us know. In terms of recruiting, we need about 47 new students this year. So you are all going to help us recruit. We have a meet and greet on Thursday, September 29th from 12 to 2 here. We'll have, like a little food, a lot. We'll have some drinks, and we're inviting everybody on campus so that you can meet other people. Hopefully staff will come, faculty will come, other students will come. It's here. The Wellness Center is going to do a guided meditation to help you learn how to manage your stress. I don't know because that was like that one I know, and it was amazing. So we'll see, but we're trying to have you guys see the entire community of Bloomfield College, and then hopefully recruit some friends. So if you have friends who are not in TRIO SSS, what should you be doing? Bringing them here. Tell them how great we are. If we've done anything for you, tell them, say that louder so everyone can hear. We are super great. We are. And we want students to know. We want them to know all the different resources, and we want them to join. And I will remind you again, 2/3 of our students need to be first-gen college students and income eligible, which we can find through like tax records or FAFSA or something. But if you don't know any of that for your friend, but you think that they might work in TRIO SSS, please bring them. We would be so very happy to have new students, and we need them so that we can continue here year after year. That's to get paid, son. No, yeah, well, that's the only way we're here.
Do they have to be at a certain grade level?
We usually try not to take seniors because they're already on their way out, but other than that, no. And we can take seniors, it's just, it feels like we're giving a spot then to maybe for a student who could be better served for years and years rather than just 1 year. But we never turn anyone away. So if you have a student that's a senior and we maybe can't officially accept them into the program, it never means that we can't unofficially accept them to the program, which means we give them our services and our time, but you know, we might not be able to give them, say, grant aid that's available.
Reason, why do you think we need for this? Where did they disappear?
It's right out of the
After one stage program. Okay, successfully. Get out of here. You know, we're coming here, spending this money, we have a goal, and that's to graduate. And that's why we're here, to help you. We don't have all the answers, so we'll get out there and find, you know, sure enough, we'll. We sure will.
Yep.
We will push you. Sometimes we gotta hug you up, sometimes we gotta.
Kick you in the butt.
You know,
I had a couple of them. It's helpful to stand up from the stool, but you know.
One of the students online, Amin, asked if there are like anywhere on social media that you could, you know, leave a review or say something. So I'm also going to send out maybe, you know, in the next day or so, I'll send out the calendar. I'll send out all of our handles for our social media so that you guys can see all of the different things that we do. I was ready to get rid of our Facebook entirely, but a couple students have told us that they actually have Facebook. So I guess, yeah, so I guess we're gonna resurrect our Facebook and start, you know, putting our info on there. Yeah, maybe next time maybe we'll resurrect a MySpace. Yes, I had a MySpace at one point.
I don't think it's good.
And I even put my little HTML so it would play music and stuff. The only coding I've ever done in my life. Additionally, if you guys need access to Canva Pro, so do you guys know what Canva is?
yes.
Canva's the online site where you can do all of those cool, like graphic design kind of for dummies, but not for dummies. It's like a little, it's less of a learning curve than Adobe. And it may, Amin said, don't make me feel so old because I was talking about MySpace. We have a pro subscription to Canva, and if you want it either to use, say you're an RA or in your classes to make presentations or whatever, as long as it's not inappropriate or illegal, we can give you our password and sign-on credentials so that you can utilize it also. Please remind me and we will give it because we pay for it and you guys can use it also. We have a textbook reference library here, which is a little smaller because some of our books were actually taken during the pandemic. Someone took the locks off and then took some of our books, which is upsetting. But we do have a textbook reference library that is available. That means that if you have a book that you can't afford, we may have it here. And that means that we may be able to let you PDF it, make copies of it, do what you need. We have a very small budget this year to purchase books, maybe only 1 or 2 a semester. So we're looking at how many students need a particular book before we end up purchasing them. Then you should give them to us. If you would like to donate them, what we do is we write in them donated by the student so that, you know, everyone who comes in can say a little thank you for donating them. If they are ebooks or PDFs and you can send it to us, we put them in our repository. And then when students ask for them, we will send them the link to them.
Oh.
So absolutely, that would be wonderful. anyone have any questions? Am I missing anything, Miss Kelly? I don't remember what date. Do you remember what the? We are going to do Dress for Success again in October. Miss Kelly is getting the date as we speak. And Dress for Success is for female students. If you pre-register and you give your information, they ask for your dress size and some things like that. Dress for Success comes, they do a fantastic presentation, and then they will let you try on suits and maybe even take some home, and you can take them home if they fit. So if you're going to have an internship or job interviews, what day? October 13th, 2 to 4, we're going to do it. And they come and you can leave with a professional suit. Miss Kelly and I have even left with professional suits that I have worn to other interviews with tags still on them when I got them. And if you are part of our Dress for Success and then you have signed up, and when you get a full-time job, they will give a voucher and you can go to their Madison location and get enough suits for a full week of work. That's 5 suits. I wouldn't wear that's more than a week's worth of suits. That's more suits than I have ever had in my entire life at one time. So it is an amazing opportunity, but to get the suits, you have to pre-register. So when we send you that information, please make sure you pre-register. Oh yes, we had a student. So this summer we had 2 students. So it was the only 2 students on campus and only 14 in the entire state of New Jersey did the Aspiring Scholars and Professionals program at Princeton University. 2 of our students did it. And one of our students came and got a significant amount of professional wear, professional attire because of Dress for Success. She was able to go on her interviews and do everything she needed to do because they gave her the clothes. It's really great. It's really great. We might even see if we can bring students to their Madison location also. So do smaller, and then they really do fittings. They'll even do undergarments. Now, we don't have anything for male students at this time. That doesn't mean we won't. It just means that when we haven't found something that's as easily accessible as Dress for Success. But we will look, because we understand that it's not only females that need professional attire, it's also our male students, or students who are more comfortable dressing more androgynously. So yeah, we're going to look into that also. I think I'm going to send out more information so that everyone knows our programming schedule. I will send out information to let you guys know when we are going to hopefully have second interviews for our new coaches so that you can meet our applicants. The only thing I'm asking now is, I hope you can see it online, is you can see the QR code. Can you please fill out the post-survey evaluation? I have it here for you guys too. And it just says, did you get something out of it? And then if you click on this in the next few hours, hopefully the recording of this will be on it. And then students who have not seen this will be able to use the recording for it. Be honest if you didn't, if you liked it, if you didn't, that's the only way we know. Does anyone online have any questions that we should answer? Next semester, if you are a senior, we will have a senior meeting, and that senior meeting tells students a little more info about you know, what it means to be a senior, how you apply for graduation, some of the answer some questions students might have about financial aid once you graduate. We do that every spring semester for seniors. So if you're a senior, you should look out for that also. Remember that FAFSA begins October 1st. So October 1st, you can get out your parents' 2021 taxes, or if you're independent, your own 2021 taxes, and you can start doing your FAFSA for next year. Do it early so that you don't have to worry about it later, because if you drag your feet and you can't get and you're hit for verification and you can't get your tax transcripts or something, it's going to be a big old mess. We don't want that, do we? All right. If no one has any questions, I'm going to stop the recording as soon as I remember now. you have any questions about the, no, do you have any questions that we need to answer for you? You can just write now. All right, everybody, I think that we